This woman gave birth to 2 children in a small rented apartment. When they got sick, she didn't even know whether to take them to a pediatrician or a vet. That's because her husband was a werewolf. To keep her healthy and strong, he'd go out hunting every day. But the following spring, before their baby boy even turned a month old, the children's father suddenly disappeared. One morning, Jenny saw supplies and his wallet sitting by the door. Something felt terribly wrong. Panicked, she grabbed the kids and went out searching, only to find the body of a wolf lying in a drainage ditch. That day, in the pouring rain, Jenny completely broke down. From then on, she was a single mom. She stood in front of the only photo of her husband, and tearfully promised she'd raise their kids no matter what. But Jenny had never been a mom before, and she had no idea how to raise wolf children. She couldn't exactly ask her neighbors for help. So at night, after the kids were finally asleep, she'd fight off exhaustion and quietly research everything she could. Every full moon, the kids would start howling uncontrollably. Their landlord got fed up and said he wouldn't renew their lease. Child services even got a report claiming she was keeping the kids locked up. Jenny had to physically hold the door shut to keep them from taking her children away. The pressure of city life pushed her to make a huge decision. She packed up and moved the family to a remote mountain village. They settled into an old house deep in the woods. It was quiet, isolated, perfect. To celebrate the move, Jenny took the kids on a bike ride down to a small town grocery store. She pulled out the last 1,000 yen in her wallet and bought some discount ingredients. That night, for the first time in a long while, they shared a simple but warm homemade meal. Her husband's savings were almost gone, so Jenny started thinking about growing her own food to cut costs. But all the tomatoes she planted with so much effort ended up withering. Still, she forced a smile and reassured her daughter, refusing to let her see even a hint of defeat. Just then, an elderly man passed by. He didn't say a word, just gave her a stern look. Jenny put on her best smile and greeted him, but he snapped at her out of the blue, leaving her frozen in confusion. The next day, his daughter-in-law showed up at Jenny's place, carrying a bundle of seed potatoes. Jenny planted the whole thing straight into the ground, only for the old man to show up again and dig every single one of them out. "You're wasting food," he scolded her, then launched into a lecture on how to farm properly. Jenny's sweat soaked into the earth as she learned from him, working with him straight through until the sun went down. He finally cut up the seed potatoes for her and gave clear instructions before driving off. Not long after, 2 more old-timers came by. They taught her everything they knew from a lifetime of farming. Kind villagers also started bringing homemade fertilizer. Thanks to these generous, good-hearted people, Jenny made it through the hardest chapter of her life.